Hi everyone, it's Nicole, and I thought I'd come in today and do a layout. I don't have pictures because we are going on a camping trip, and I want to do the page before we even go. And then when I come home, I just got to print my photo and stick it in. I know I want to keep it to 4x4 because I want to use this, this Lucky Stars, because even though, with everything that's going on, we still have a lot of stuff to be thankful for. So, and then I want to say maybe we want to thank our lucky stars, or we still thank our lucky stars, and this will be camping because we still get our campgrounds are open. There's restrictions and everything, but we get to go camping, so we need to thank our lucky stars. So I actually like that. I think I'm going to cut that up, and I'm going to maybe, because here I'm going to have part of the title, and then down here it's going to be kind of empty. Okay. I have some pattern papers. This was a kit that I put together, I don't even know how long ago. I've been putting, page kits here and there and not using them all, and then putting more together just because I love putting page kits together. So I've just been kind of randomly putting page kits here and there. So I think I like this. Oh, should I put underneath the whole thing? No, I think I'm just going to cut it like this. Leave a pretty big border, like maybe 1/2 inch. But I'm not gluing it down. I'm just kind of eyeballing it because it doesn't need to be perfect. And then I like these little arrows. Maybe I can just make like little 1/2 inch border with those and kind of put arrows everywhere. Like maybe a couple of strips. Let's try that. Like not necessarily use it as a layer. And I probably will put it from line to line. So not to the end of the page. We will see. Just because the page is kind of framed. So we're going to keep that, I think. Okay. So that and that. And then I think I want to use some of these frames. I've had a few people ask me if I could do some pages using the frames. Now, in my class, that's on sale till this coming up Friday, July 10th, I did a page concentrating on the frames, and I didn't use them as an embellishment foundation. I really like how the page turned out. So these are super easy to cut apart too, so I do like that. Even if you don't have a cutting machine. All the files are PNG files. So from what I've heard, I don't have a Cricut, like a newer Cricut, but apparently it cuts PNG files from what I was told. And I use my brother's Scan and Cut, but things like that, it doesn't bother me to cut them out. It's actually pretty easy. I wonder if I should put one with polka dots, because we have the plain and we have with the polka dots. And I want to use a different color, like a different tone of green. This is not a different color, but a different tone. So I came upstairs to do a page, and I walked into my craft room, and every time I do a class, my craft room is a complete disaster. And I released my class, and then I don't know what was going on. We had a bunch of stuff going on. I think we went camping, and then we came home. And basically, I went to work for 3 shifts. So that's 36 hours in a row. And then yesterday, I just cleaned like the house. And then this morning when I came upstairs, I was like, oh my Lanta, this craft room needs to be clean. And another thing too is I ordered from IKEA a calyx, the 5x5, and I ordered a few inserts, but it's just an insert that adds a shelf. And so the first time in 3.5 years, I'm actually changing something big in my craft room. So I'm going to film. I think I'm going to start it this week, the cleaning up and stuff. And then I'll do, maybe a mini tour of my craft room. Because I still have quite a bit of organizing that I need to do. So I don't know if I'll do it, excuse me, to the extent that I did. Okay, I was losing my voice. That happens to me every time that I work because we talk so much during a day. So much. And even especially now more than ever, because we have like an extra 40 questions to ask now. So it's like all you do is just talk all day. So I find that it really aggravates my voice box. I really like that. Now there's more here. I wonder if I could, let me see, use this. Forgot what I was saying now. Okay. See if I can. Kind of like this. They're not very long, but maybe I can put a couple. In my voice, it's not that I'm sick. I'm not sick. I just lose my voice. The job that I have is very hard on the vocal cords, like super hard. Like even I had gone to a 911 conference and they had, I had taken one of the courses and they had said, when you're off, you really should kind of take care of your voice and not, I want to use this paper. I don't want to put on that because it's almost like tone, but maybe I can just put a little dot all the way around. Yeah, let's do that. So yeah, when we're home, to really try to rest our voice on our days off, because it's a profession that's really known for people to lose their voice, like damage their vocal cords, because you're just talking all the time. So I decided to start a YouTube channel. And I do videos, so when I get home, I don't rest. But I mean, right now, it's not as bad because I am part-time. So I work, and then I have like 16 days off. So I work the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd, and now I'm off till the 19th. And I've made the decision, like, unless something really drastic happens. I think I have 23 shifts. I took my 4 vacation days at the end of November so that I could fit, or at the end of December, sorry, so that I could be done at the end of November. So my last shifts, I think, would be November 24th or something like that. Like I said, unless something, unless I get, because I do love my job. Don't get me wrong. It's just, I can't see myself staying there till 65. And I was going to stay till I was 55, but I've noticed that lately it's really taken a toll on me, like really drastically taken a toll. So I'm like, I need to take care of me. So I talked to my husband and he's on board. So I've kind of not officially, like my managers know and stuff. And I wanted to let my my big boss know, but he couldn't meet with me on, if I do that. He couldn't meet with me when I worked. He had too many meetings, so I'll just meet with him next time that I work. Like it's in December. I just want them to be aware. Now what I'm hoping is that I'll drop down to casual from January till May, because I'm officially turning 55 in May. And I will be officially the first person to ever retire at our branch of 911 ever, because the turnaround for 911, like any 911, is 2 years. People that stay there for long time, it's few and far between. So I think I'm going to put the 3 frames like that right in a row. I kind of like that. I might put a little strip of pattern paper to kind of tie them together. I'll try it. Because I have this below, it might not work. Or maybe I can put this one there. It doesn't have to be top and bottom. It can be whatever I want it to be, right? So I can put this one more at the top, and then this one like right here, and then it grounds this. I like that. And then I can use this to put randomly like one embellishment in the center. It says today's adventure. I like that. Together. And then, I like this. Let's go on an adventure. I might put that with another embellishment cluster. Simply the best. I could cut that off and then just put the words. I like that. And I don't know if I'm actually going to do like a cluster with those. Like that, and build it up. We will see. But I think it is time to start gluing down. So yes, officially, I will be the first person to retire. So that's something, right? So I'm actually quite psyched about that. As hard as the job was or is, I don't regret at all that I chose that career. It's just not a career. It's not feasible to start there, let's say when you're 18 and work till you're 65. It's just not that type of career. It's always high tense and go. And things change there all the time. It's always fluid. So you're always learning. Like my first shift this week, while I was working, I had to do an 8-hour course. That's how long it took me because we were busy and I had to do an 8-hour course. Now at home, it probably would have taken me maybe 4.5, 5 hours. But, you know, I try to do them at work because I'm getting paid to be there. And at home, I wouldn't get paid. Like, it would be on my time. And I'm busy. I'm busy here. I'm busy doing videos for you guys. And we have our 3D printing business that we're trying to get off the ground. And then we have our embellishment business that my son and I are doing. So I'm trying to get that, you know, updated, or, you know, like last week, for example. When was it? I start working on Wednesday. So on Tuesday, because I've had so many people ask, can you put them in bundle? Because, you know, if there's 26 files, to add 26 in the cart, it's kind of a lot. So if, you know, we could do bundles. And my son and my husband looked into it, and it was like, you know, they were like, oh, we're going to have to convert them to PDFs and do this and do that. Anyway, I started doing my own research, and I could do it right on our store. It took me 9 hours to get them up there, but I got it done. So that's what I got done. You know, everything takes time, right? Doesn't matter what you do. You do the dishes, it takes time. You do this, it takes time. But I so enjoy scrapbooking, and I love everything about it. And I just wanted to have embellishments that people could print over and over and over, and then, you know, kind of build up your embellishment stash. And I wanted to make embellishments that, I mean, every week we're coming out with new ones, but I wanted to start with embellishments that are like the embellishment foundation. It's like a house. When you build a house, you start with the foundation. And I really, really believe that, you know, if you want a solid, a solid embellishment cluster, you need to have a good foundation. And actually the new class that I'm doing right now, that's what I talk about. You know, I talk about the embellishment clusters and the embellishment foundation and all that good stuff. So that's why we started with the viewfinders and some circles and the labels and the frames and all those good stuff. And then the numbers and letters, right? Those tiny stickers, I use them all the time. They are, you know, $4 to $6, depending, you know, where you get them and how big the package is. The letters that we did in white font and black font, and I'll be taking them out here in a sec. But there is like 24 A's, and then 24 E's, 24. And then actually at the end of the stickers, it's much easier to show. Then he added, like he put a line here so that you would know where the alphas are ending. And then he did the A's, the E's, the I's, the O's. And then we did more, you know, we did a little research to see which letters are used a lot. So then we added some C, some D, some H, some L, N, R, S, and T. And then he went ahead and did the numbers, because I always found that at the bottom, you get a few numbers, but then you did 2020 a few times and then you're out. So these, you know, you get 48 zeros, and then you have some symbols down here too. But the great thing is, if you run out of A's, you don't have to pay another $6 to get more. If you have the sticker sheets, and by the way, I've added a link to Amazon in the description box below. It's under like my favorite, all my favorite tools or something. And I added a couple different sticker sheets. I added the A4s, and I also added 8.5 by 11 because in the same file, you get two files. You get the 8.5 by 11 and you get the A4, so that you can choose if you want to print it in the A4 or the 8.5 by 11, or like a couple of videos ago, I did just on cardstock, if you just want to do on cardstock, and then you cut it into strips, and then you can, you know, somebody said you can use your Xyron, which is awesome. I had said to use 1/2-inch score tape, and the reason that I said that is because you could put the score tape, and then you don't have to worry about storing because it won't be sticky. It won't be sticky until you remove the score tape. So then you could just get it ready in a whole bunch at a time. So I'm really excited about those letters. Because normally, you know, almost every layout, you do a title. Oh, I'm liking how this is turning out. So here, it'll give me the little space to do the rest of the title, like count your lucky stars. I like that. Count your lucky stars. So that's what I'm going to put right there. And here, I'm going to put those 3. And I'm going to put them sort of like equal in between. I like that. So yeah, so I started saying a while ago, I came upstairs to do a layout. My husband went to get everything so that we can make sesame chicken. And I've talked about that recipe quite a few times on my channel. It is delicious. It's quite a bit of work, but it's so good. And we haven't done it in forever. So I said, well, you go to the grocery stores and get this stuff, and then I'll get a layout done while you do that. And then the rest of the day we'll cook. But I came upstairs and I was like, oh my goodness, I cannot scrapbook in this. Plus I know that this week I am going to be tearing everything apart to the right side next to my sink, where I have all my cardstock. That's where I'm going to be tearing apart because my calyx is supposed to come in on the 7th. So I'd love to have that done. And then when it comes in, I'm like, okay, let's build this thing and let's put it up. So that's what I'm hoping. And the reason I want to do that is because where I keep my stamps and stuff, it's actually like a countertop. But because all my stamps are on there, I can't use it. Like, it's just my stamps. So I'm the stamp sets I have them in these containers, transparent containers, which are usually for like a fridge and, you know, to stack your stuff in. And so I'll move my stamps over there. And then, like, for example, when I was cleaning today, I was like, oh my goodness, I haven't worked on my December daily in forever. And it was hidden under page kits and on top of the stamps. So it makes it hard for me to, you know, get the stamps or whatever. I have to move that album. So I'm like, you know what? I can do that, and then I can just have my album, whatever project I'm working on, I can have it on that countertop. Like I said, I don't like to switch things out too often because, I mean, things cost money, right? Like everything. Although everything on that side of the room is all stuff that I had in my old craft room, like for 20 years. So it was time, you know, to sort of upgrade it. But when we moved in here, I had bought quite a bit of stuff to upgrade my craft room. So I was like, you know what? That's enough for now. And now it's 3.5 years later. And I feel like it's time to upgrade. How about if I put that there? No. I'm just going to put it like that. One on each side. I like that. Okay, I think it's time to start gluing down. Oof, it is warm in this craft room. I don't think that I have a small fan. It doesn't really, I think it makes a little bit of noise when I first turn it on, but I don't think it'll distort my voice because I usually put it on when I do lives and stuff. I'm hoping to get back to those. I think now it's probably going to be the end of July, only because next week, like I said, I really want to get my craft room done. I want to get that because I don't want those boxes for the calyx to sit around for a long time. We have a new rule in the house. If we buy something that needs put together, it can't sit there. It's got to be put together. So I wanted a couple more Billy Case bookcase too, but they were sold out. And I was like, you know what? I had been waiting and waiting and waiting so that everything was available, and it's never going to happen. So I just decided just go for it. And then in a few months, you know, if it becomes available, because we don't have an IKEA in our province, like before, shipping to my house was like $150 because it was coming from Montreal, which is 10 hours away, which that's a lot. So I always, when I did order from IKEA, I always made sure that it was worth it, you know. Like I would save my money and put in like a $1,500 order because, you know, you're paying that much in shipping. You want to make sure that it's actually worth it. But right now, what's going on? It's not taking the, well, that's weird. Is it a sticker? Oh, yes, it is a sticker. But now the shipping is $39. Doesn't matter the size of the order. So, and calyx are, in Canada anyway, calyx are not cheap, so I didn't get, like I said, with a lot of inserts, so I just got the bare one, and then I got 5 that makes like an extra shelf. Got that. And if I find like I do that and it's like, oh, I wish I had more of those little separators, well, next time I can just you know, buy more separators and then just rearrange. But I think for now, I think it'll be good. Oof, I bought this glue, the Nouveau glue, which I really liked it, but it is clogged up. I don't think I've used it since Crop and Create, when I went to Crop and Create in March. So that was the last fun thing that I did. It was actually, it was fun. It was just worrisome because of everything that was going on, but it was still a lot of fun. I'm glad it didn't cancel. We were really happy it didn't cancel. Everything canceled after that weekend, like literally the Monday after. but they were super safe. You know, getting us to sanitize our hands and all this stuff. So it went really well. I don't know if I like that. It's kind of big. How about, whew, that ripped that right off. But I just find that it was too big. Let me cut that down again. So I was hoping that I was going to get this page done before my hubby gets home, because then we're going to have to start cooking. And it's looking good. So I'm going to get these. I love this new way that I did a few months ago to keep my enamel dots. It's so awesome. Okay, so we'll put the enamel dots. And then I think I'm just going to get, I haven't printed my green, black and white numbers, or not numbers, letters yet. I was going to do that today. I printed some colors, but I didn't print all the colors. I had to go to work. So I think I'm going to do gray and black lettering, I think. Let me see. Where is the black lettering? I'll take both. I'll take white and gray. So I have this one. And I still haven't put them through my scan and cut. But even at that, I don't find it's that big of a deal. I can just cut them off. That's black and, oh, I do have some black lettering in here, so I'll have to get that out. I think I'm going to use this one. Or maybe this one. This one's nice. Let me see. Yeah, I'll do this one, I think. So I'll just cut this out. So it's just going to be count your, so it's not like long words, it's just count and your. So the C. Oh, no. Whew, it cut it perfect. I cut 2 sheets at once. Whew, that was lucky. That worked out good. So C. I might get my smaller scissors just because it's going to be easier to get in there. And yeah, easier to maneuver. C-O-U. N. Ooh, I think my husband just got home. Count. So I might stop the recording. Like I'll still finish it, but it's going to get loud. And then I'll just show you quickly what it's going to look like. And then I'll just glue it down. So you basically saw the whole layout. But what good timing. And after this, I'm going to go cook for the rest of the day. Which I don't mind. I like cooking. Especially when it's really yummy. Okay. So it's going to be like this. Count. Oops. Well, maybe not that crooked. Count. And then your, and I really like how I put that there, and it kind of separated so I have a spot for my title. So yay. So I'll just put this out and then I'll center my your, and that's going to complete this layout. So as soon as we come back from our camping trip, I'm going to put the picture there and this page is going to be done. One more thing I'm going to do is probably get my little stamper, and I'm going to put like July 2020 and I'm going to stamp it out, because that's one thing that I wasn't doing. And as I'm journaling on my new layouts, I'm noticing that I don't have the date. So that's going to complete this layout. And just a reminder, the class is on sale till July 10th. And also, because we finally figured out how to do these bundles, the bundles are on for 30%, and that will be an always ongoing thing. So the single files, as of next Friday, won't be 25% off anymore. I did that so that I could, find a way to kind of make it so that you guys could make your own bundles until we could figure it out. But that's it. I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.